Hey guys, Lee Godbold with Junk Removal Authority. Hope everybody's doing great on this Wednesday morning. Hey, we had an excellent live show last night. Hope you guys tuned in. Hope you enjoyed it, found it valuable. Helping out Mr. Blake Gordon with Junk Co. in Louisville, as well as Jamie No in Oklahoma City with Rios Junk Removal. That's Jamie Rios. So I'm at Blacksburg, Virginia this morning. Just a friend of mine owns another business, had a quick little job to do up here. He had done an install up here and they needed one little extra part they didn't have. It was back in North Carolina. It didn't make sense for him to drive 4 hours to come here. So we hopped in my plane. I rode him up here. It's about a 50-minute flight to Blacksburg. So we'll be here for about a half hour and then heading back to the JRA office to get on with our day. Just absolutely beautiful scenery here, man. Not a big Virginia Tech fan, but just check out. You're right in the kind of the middle of the mountains, right in the edge of the mountains in Virginia. So great flight, real smooth, excellent day this morning. It's one hell of a way to start out a day. So I want to kind of keep everybody up to date on the decision we've made with Junk Doctors. Old number one, the very first truck we ever got, 2004 Isuzu NPR HD with the diesel engine, finally has pretty much given up the ghost. It's got one cylinder that has absolutely no compression. It's got a bad injector. And now it's just the time, there's no sense in putting a set of injectors on an engine with 400,000 miles with hardly any compression. So our options were to either get a brand new truck or to repair this one. And to repair this one, we basically want to go through the entire fuel system. We want to put an engine on it. We want to place, it needs a new turbocharger. Turbo's wore out. We want to do all new fuel lines. We want to do a new fuel pump. So the 4H E1 engines, which were on the NPRs from like 98, 99, somewhere in there to about 2004, 2005, depending on which year model in 05 you get. They have mechanical fuel pumps. Those fuel pumps are about $4,500. Whereas the next year models, the 4H K1 engine goes with an electronic fuel pump. So all told, when we ran up all the parts, we're gonna have about $18,000 worth of parts between the engine, all the fuel lines, the new fuel tank. The Isuzu fuel systems have a really bad issue with rust on certain year models, and this tank had rust in it, so it has to go. So we're gonna put a brand new fuel tank, all new fuel lines, new fuel pump, new engine, new turbocharger. So with $18,000 worth of parts, we've got our own mechanic, in-house mechanic. It'll probably cost us about $2,000 in labor or so, and he would fix it. Our other alternative was to get a new vehicle. Well, new vehicles, I'm gonna have to wait about 12 weeks to get a new body build. We already have another one coming in about 2 weeks, and it'll be another 12 weeks. We place an order on another one now. So that's no good because we need it at this very moment. So this truck here, the next thing we looked at is, all right, this truck is in excellent shape. The chassis is just solid as can be, no rust at all on this chassis. And the transmission was recently changed, maybe 50,000 miles ago. Just a good driving truck. The bed's in great shape. It looks good. Even the paint looks good on it. First truck we painted, but it still actually held up as good as any of them. They discontinued that line of paint after we painted that truck, so we've had to go with a different brand ever since. It's not nearly as good. So, and this truck will be completely paid for. The money's in the bank account right now. I mean, we've been, every single month we've been profitable as hell the last few months. Most profitable we've ever been by far. So we're like, we said, let's go ahead and fix this thing. Let's go through it. Let's put in a new passenger seat. Let's get this thing back up and going. We got almost 400,000 miles out of it now. We do about 50,000 miles a year. So, figure we probably got a good 6, 7, 8 years out of that truck again. We paid $11,500 for that truck, least amount of money we've ever paid. We haven't done anything to it other than put that transmission on for the most part, other than like routine brake work. I think we might have did a set of fuel injectors one time. So it has been an outstanding truck for us. That truck has probably, I would estimate, has made us somewhere between like 1.7 to say 1.6 to 1.9 million dollars. And we've got under $20,000 in it. We're going to put in another $20,000. It's going to make us another $2 million over the next several years. Just an excellent truck. Got a little sentimental value too going on as well. So we're going to fix that truck up. And that's just a decision you guys are going to have to make sometimes. You need to account for that every single month. You guys talking about how much money you're making. You need to figure how much money you're making. You need to take out about 5% of that. Depending on what you're charging, take out around 5%, 3 to 5%. You need to kind of hang on to for automobile expense. You might go years without taking a hit, and then all of a sudden you got a $15,000 or $20,000 hit. That'll just cut into those. You know, that money needs to be there for that, or you need to have a credit card available to put it on. But ideally, the money's there, so you can go ahead and fix it, be done with it, and keep on with it. So, hey, again, Lee Godbold here at Virginia Tech Municipal Airport in Blacksburg. Great little place. We'll be back. I'll be back to Raleigh probably in about an hour and a half, because my buddy ought to be about done with what he was doing, his install. So, hey guys, appreciate everybody watching. Please subscribe to our channel. We'll be back before you know it. Thanks, guys.